Okay, so we are good to go. Hey, Eric, how are you, buddy?
I'm good. Good to see you, Scott.
We are officially recording. Um, so I wanted to ask you a couple questions. We'll keep it short and sweet for everybody. Um, there's a lot of podcasts out there that I think go on way too long. So anyway, um, the first question, sorry about that. First question is to tell us a little bit about dealer teamwork in your company.
Yeah, probably one of my favorite topics to talk about, obviously. My longtime friend and co-founder and partner, Sean Stapleton, and another industry veteran, we had some ideas a long, long time ago. We were originally going to try to buy some car dealerships and do some things like that. And then we came across some other ideas. And what we did in the short, sweet, in a nutshell version, Scott, very simply, we created a solution that literally takes the car dealer's retail inventory feed and we pump that into our platform. And our platform, very simply, we like to call it COPE, create once, publish everywhere. It pulls that inventory feed in and it normalizes that data within the inventory feed. And what I mean by that is it takes the vehicle's price and any discounts, incentives, offers, whatever you want to call it, and normalizes that into a payment. Because about 90% of all car deals in the country are financed, either lease or loan.
Yeah.
So at some point in time, the consumer is either asking themselves, the car dealer, their spouse, their significant other, hey, how much is this car going to cost me each month? That's how we buy things, obviously.
Yeah.
So we made it simple because it's very, very difficult and it's a massive problem for the industry, for the dealers to be able to put those monthly payments and prices on their cars and to be accurate. So we did this, and the system ultimately, Scott, takes it and puts it in real time and puts the payments on the vehicle on the website. We make a landing page that's relevant, dynamic, current, and accurate. And then it also obviously publishes to organic search. We use that for a paid search landing page. We can use that same inventory feed and the normalization of that data to be able to push it to social media ads as well. So it solves multiple problems at once for the dealers, and it ultimately creates the results that dealers need in terms of just more traffic, more visibility, and ultimately more engagement. And the most important thing is more sales and service opportunities.
Yeah. Interesting, because I in a past life worked at a couple of dealerships and was involved with F&I. So the first question I would have is if you're posting a payment, isn't it sort of a range, kind of depending on the individual's credit score, or how do you?
Oh, absolutely. These are always just starting points.
Okay.
And they're based off of what we call a set rate card in terms of percentage down, a sample APR, a sample term. And
There you
obviously,
go.
things may fluctuate from there again based on the final out the door price, but also based on the user's credit, based on how much you put down. There's a lot of other factors, but at least this gives a much better starting point for the consumer versus any other experience that they may have.
Makes total sense. So, and then the inventory piece, how do just say in a busy day at a dealership, they move 12 cars. So now you've got 12 SKUs, for lack of a better phrase, that are now gone. How do you guys track all that? How do you keep track of that?
Yeah, great question. Our system integrates in with the dealership systems and so they communicate together. So when a deal is closed out on the back end at the dealership, it comes through in an updated feed, and that feed comes in multiple times each day. And when that updated feed comes into our system, we take care of that again in real time as well to be able to remove that vehicle so it isn't still listed on the website, obviously.
So like through a Reynolds and Reynolds or Dealer Socket or whatever CRM they're using to track
Spot
their
on. Yep.
inventory.
Spot on.
Nice, nice, interesting. Okay, so second question, where are you guys killing it right now? Where is dealer teamwork just really knocking it out of the ballpark?
Yeah, that's probably one of my favorite questions, Scott, is the fact that there's so many different bases, so to speak, in terms of where we are doing exceptionally well.
Yeah.
And it all starts with the core culture and the DNA baked into the company. We've got great people, we've got great processes, um, and most importantly, we've got great results and performance. So all three of those really go hand in hand to deliver, that that ultimate statement of where we're killing it, I would say we check all those boxes.
Nice. Okay, so the final question, we talked about this briefly earlier. AI, artificial intelligence, has just taken off like a rocket ship, and companies are scrambling. Well, some of them are scrambling. I think a lot of them more forward thinking or have already been utilizing AI. So how are you guys? And it's probably a multifaceted answer, right?
Yeah.
Because there's so much to AI now. But how is dealer teamwork utilizing AI today?
Again, probably one of the most asked questions in terms of from a dealer's perspective, how do we show up for AI?
Yeah,
But as you said before too, it is multifaceted in terms of how we're using it to be able to improve our own workflow, improve our own efficiencies as well. So they,
yeah,
again, like I said, they go hand in hand where we're trying to look for faster, more efficient ways to be able to get work done is the best way to say it. But
yeah.
we're also utilizing the baked in technologies that most of the platforms available today already have within their platforms. And so we have the ability to tap into that, whether it's doing faster research or just getting more accurate data, but also being able to leverage it on the back end of all of our clients as an aggregate to be able to take a look at a bigger picture and spot trends and spot new activities much earlier than ever before.
Yeah, it's amazing to me, and being in technology, how fast it's coming. It's just, and every day it's getting better. The ability to gather so much data in seconds and being able to spit it out. It's just amazing. So, well, that's awesome, man. I wanted to keep it short and sweet. And then briefly tell you a little bit about Internet Nerds. For the last 7 years, um, we've embarked on more of a agency, brokerage, and consulting model. Internet Nerds, prior to establishing the domain and the company formally, I was a value-added reseller, hardware software solutions, um, worked for carriers in the past. So kind of got our start in connectivity and then phone systems. And then since then, it's kind of morphed into network and security, and more specifically cybersecurity because of all the bad actors out there. So we're heavily invested in cybersecurity solutions and have a ton of partners that are very, very good at monitoring networks and identifying bad actors and immediately quarantine those potential threats. What else? On top of that, we are heavily invested in cloud migration and helping companies get to the cloud or getting out of the business of buying and maintaining servers, which are very expensive. Um, so yeah, I encourage you to go to the Internet Nerds website, internetnerds.com, and we spell nerds with a Z. And would also encourage everybody listening or watching this today to go to the Dealer Teamwork website as well. I like your website a lot. And that was kind of it. Just keep it short and sweet. Encourage you guys to reach out if you've got any questions or need anything from either Eric or myself. And really, really appreciate your time, Eric. Trying to get back on the page here.
Thank you as well, Scott. I appreciate
Yeah,
the
you're
support.
very welcome, man. Have a great day. And I'll make sure this is available on the cloud or in the cloud so that you can get access to it if you'd like to.
Fantastic.
All right, man. Have a great day. I appreciate your time.
Thanks, Scott. Let me know if
Okay.
I can ever help you with anything. Thank
You
you.
as well, so
Bye-bye.
much. Bye-bye.